Hi all. In this video, we're talking about symmetry. So you may have heard about symmetry before, and we're going to talk about different types of symmetry that you may not have heard of before. So the basic symmetry that you've probably heard of before involves reflection or mirror symmetry. So, for example, in this shape here, we could draw a line of reflection down the center of the shape. And if we kind of folded it in on itself, it would match up. It would be the same. And so that's what we mean by reflective or mirror symmetry. And shapes can have more than one way, more than one line of reflection or line of symmetry. So for example, this one is symmetrical in two ways. We could have a line of reflection horizontally or a line of reflection, a line of symmetry vertically. So that's one way to look at symmetry. Another way to look at symmetry, just like we looked at translations and transformations, is to look at translation symmetry. So, for example, here in this series of shapes over here, we see that we have symmetry based on translating one shape to another. This shape is symmetrical based on the fact that these shapes are translated to one another. We could also draw a line of symmetry here and fold this whole group of shapes in half, and they would be symmetrical that way. Another way to look at symmetry is through rotation. So down here in the corner, I have some shapes that are symmetrical by rotating them, rotating one shape onto another, onto another, onto another. They have rotational symmetry. This shape here, these two little half crescent moons, or whatever you would call those shapes, they also have rotational symmetry because you could rotate one on and it would match onto another. So not only do we fold things in half to become symmetrical, we can translate them to show symmetry, or we can rotate them to show symmetry. So just like we had a multiple ways of translating or transforming our shapes or moving them, we can also see symmetry in this way. The last type of symmetry that I want to talk about is what we called glide translation. So this is a combination of two of our transformations to show symmetry. And in this case, down here, we can see that we have moved the shape up here, and then we've reflected it. Moved it up and reflected it. Moved it up and reflected it. Moved it up and reflected it. So we're adding multiple layers to our translations, our transformations, our movements of shapes in order to show symmetry. And that is basically all I wanted to show you in this presentation. So hope you are understanding the concept of symmetry in a slightly different way than maybe you did before.